Hey everyone, welcome to another Painting with Jay. As always, my name is Jay. So grab a brush, grab some paints, grab some models, and paint along with me. Let's rid the world of unpainted models. It's been a couple weeks since my last one, and I promise you today that today's topic will be nowhere near as depressing as last one. I had to get it off my chest and talk about it, obviously what was going on in my life. But today I'll talk about Adepticon and a couple other things, and yeah, we'll talk, so it'll all be good. I promise. And by the way, thank you everyone out there for your amazing comments and your emails. I've read everyone. I couldn't respond to everyone, unfortunately. I just don't have the time. But really, it meant a lot. I can't thank you enough for the support you've given me. So thank you so much. And let's get started on this week's Painting with Jay. So let's get some models painted. I'm going to continue working on the Skitarii. I've done a little bit of work since last time, but I'll keep working on them. And yeah, we'll slowly get them done. I'll probably have them done in the next couple weeks, and then I'll start... I don't know, some called Mechanicus or some more Skitarii, or we'll figure it out. Cool stuff. Hey everyone, so today we continue to work on these Skitarii guys. As you can see here, I've done some bit of work since last time. And today I'll be working on the black areas of them. So pretty much I'll be using gray liner from Reaper. And I'll keep working on them, and then I'll do the goggles and stuff. I don't really know what I'm going to do today. After that, maybe brass, if I can. We'll see how much time, because there's 10 guys, so the odds might take me a while, but it's okay. So today I'm probably going to just talk about Adepticon. Most of you have probably already watched my vlogs by now, and it was fun. Really good time. It was good. It went by stupidly fast, like it always does, but oh my goodness, this year, I really didn't have much on my plate to do. Like I knew ahead of time I wanted to go film a couple battle reports with some people, and I was signed up for like an Imperial Knight battle, which was awesome. And what else? A couple chibi painting courses. So it wasn't a very busy schedule, but I found myself really, really busy. Always going from one place to the next. And but it was a good time, really good time. It was awesome catching up with some viewers like Black Tom and Mikey Vengeance, or Vengens, as I mispronounced his name forever, before stupidly realizing it's Vengeance. I think he told me, actually. I didn't even realize it. But it was a really good time. And I caught up with some, my old friends like Ken. It wasn't the same without Chung. I kept saying that, but I caught up with my old friends, Owen from Gaming with the Cooler and Chris from Mini Wargaming. And we hung out. It was really good. Like the 10-hour driving together, we got to catch up and talk, and I told them about my situation. They really didn't know, actually. But it was good. It was a good time. It was really fun hanging out with them. Chris, oh my goodness, that dude snores. He snores so badly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he snores really, really badly. To the point where we were wondering why he didn't warn us. But it's okay. We still would have slept in the same room as him. But we would have brought earplugs. So night one, Owen and I are up at 2 in the morning. And we're driving around. We checked the hotel and they didn't have any good earplugs. So we were driving around that area of Schaumburg, Illinois, which is basically Chicago. And we're looking for a 24-hour store to buy earplugs. It was quite funny. And we got them, and they worked pretty well, and we were able to get some sleep. The problem was I was already pretty tired because of my busy work schedule. And so it was a pretty tiring thing. But it was good. What else was nice? It was nice catching up with Dan. Codex Dan, formerly Mini Wargaming as well. And Miranda from Wargamer Girl, Bill from Trainaholic, all the WGC essentially, that went. It was awesome catching up with them. Yeah, really good times. Really good times. So let's just keep talking. That was my summation of it, basically. But the drive there was good. We just chatted and talked for most of it. I fell asleep a couple times because I was in the back, which was nice. I didn't have to drive. Usually I do drive, but it was really nice being a passenger for once. I could just relax. And obviously we didn't get stuck at the border like I did for Gen Con. That's another good approach of not letting me drive, is that my crazy eyes can't set off the border people, which was nice. Yeah, the drive was nice. There wasn't a lot of traffic. We hit a lot of the only real crazy traffic we hit was in Chicago itself, which we were stuck in Chicago traffic for about an hour. But our goal was to get there quickly because 2 days before Adepticon, or 3 days before Adepticon, 2 or 3 days, whatever, I got an email saying that, hey, like, because last year there were a lot of last minute cancellations and the hotel got angry because of the number of last minute cancellations. People were booking up tons of rooms and then, either trying to get rid of them or canceling them. So this year we had to put down a deposit of one night stay. It was one night stay in the hotel room. And we were told that if you canceled within, I think it was a month, last month, you lost your deposit as a penalty for booking and then canceling, which made sense because, again, last year it happened a lot. So this year I got an email a few days before Adepticon saying we're encouraging people to give up their hotel rooms if they wish, and not only will we not penalize you, so we won't take away your deposit, we'll give it entirely back to you, and we'll even give you a $50 food voucher for the concessions place at Adepticon. And I was like, that's a little fishy. That is really, really fishy. Because, so they're encouraging people to drop out, which means they're overbooked. So I thought they were overbooked. And I told Owen this. Owen thought it'd be a good idea to risk it, which we disagreed on that very much. I didn't want to risk it because I thought we'd get bumped to a different hotel or just bumped out of that hotel. Or maybe to a room that we didn't want, like a single bed, right? But Owen was having this idea that we get bumped to a better room and that they'd be like, no, we can't bump you downwards, we'll bump you upwards. Which doesn't happen a lot of the time. We disagreed on that. Maybe it's happened to him. I don't know. It's never happened to me. So we did. So we got there in plenty of time. We got our room that we wanted, and it was good. We were happy, right? But most people got bumped. So we got there, right, and we heard of a lot of stories of people getting bumped because, again, they were overbooked. When I got there, I actually talked to the guy. I said, "So are you guys overbooked?" And the guy's like, "No. Why would you say that?" I said, "Well, I got this email, telling me that you'd reward me for canceling my reservation last minute. That doesn't sound like, it sounds like you're overbooked." And he's like, "Yeah, we're overbooked." So I was like, "Oh, so you just, why did you just mention that a second ago when I asked you if you were overbooked?" Whatever. I guess I called him on his bluff or something. So good thing we got there, as I said, because Austin from Brush for Hire / Death Ray Designs. By the way, everyone, go check out his stuff. It's fantastic, and his Kickstarter was amazing. I really should, looking at his booth, I really should buy some stuff. I'm going to buy some stuff and paint it up for battle reports. It looks awesome. Brush for Hire. So what was I saying? Yeah. Austin got bumped to a single bed room. Miranda got bumped out of the hotel. And as did a bunch of people. Basically, if you didn't go day one to, if you were one of those people who tried to book, tried to show up day two, a lot of them got bumped from out of the hotel and into a neighboring hotel, which was about 5-10 minutes away. Now, the room was comped as an apology. But personally, I'd prefer, because I wasn't driving, I'd prefer to pay and be able to walk, because the convenience is amazing. Like, having a hotel room in the same building as the convention is priceless. Like, it's so nice, because you can just buy stuff, walk around, walk up to your hotel room, take a nap, put it away, kind of stuff. You don't ever have to carry around, be lugging all this stuff around the hotel, around the convention the whole day. It is really, really nice. So, but yeah, people got bumped. So I'm glad we got there early. It was really nice that we did, because I didn't want to get bumped. So it was good. The hotel was awesome. The internet was stupid. I was gonna actually film. My original goal was to upload my vlogs daily and have them in real time, but I was busy anyway. But the internet sucked. That's the only thing about Schaumburg. I was really surprised. The internet was $13 a day, not free for guests, and it was really slow. It was really, really slow. I tried it out in a friend's room, and it was really, really slow. Not worth paying for. No, definitely not worth paying for. So, I just said, screw it. I will upload them when I get home. And I did. So yeah, the Imperial Knight battle. I'll talk about my days here. So my first day, I was a VIG, but I didn't get into the shops an hour early. Like they took that away from the VIGs, but that's okay. I understand why. But so Owen really wanted this the new edition of Infinity, the new rule book, and they were going to have a limited number of copies, and it was expected to sell out in minutes, and it did. It did sell out in minutes, and I really didn't have much to do that morning. I wanted to get my shopping done early because I had my Imperial Knight battle an hour later. So I decided, you know what, I took one for the team, and Owen gave me his money, and I just sat in line for like 2 hours day one, just waiting for the shops, the hall to open. I didn't have much to do, as I said, so it wasn't terrible. And eventually they opened, and I was able to get him his book. And all I did was I walked straight from the doors to the Corvus Belli booth. And I got there second. And the guy in front of me grabbed like 3 or 4 of those books, and he took forever to pay. So by the time I paid, I was second in line, right? Just second in line. I was paying cash. And by the time I paid, all the books were gone. All of them. People came behind me, just grabbed giant handfuls of them each. Like people had 10 or 5 or like tons of these books. Like they just, people grabbing them all. It was like Black Friday sale. It was the closest thing I've ever been to a Black Friday sale. And then got in line behind me. So by the time I paid, the books were already gone. And people were just lined up to pay for all these books that they had grabbed. And like the guy behind me, I clearly heard his total. His total, and all I did was buy books, so he bought 10 of them, was like $730. Because there was tax. It was like $65 plus tax. So that was crazy. Good thing I got in line for Owen. And then I got some stuff for me. Like I bought some stuff. I didn't buy a lot because I'm on a pretty limited budget. But I picked up some models that people really wanted me to do tutorials on. There's some Reaper models that people kept requesting. Like one's called Rotharos. So he'll be this month's painting tutorials probably. This week's painting tutorial, by the way, people have been asking me to do other games or other scales lately for the Warp. So I painted a tank from the game Tanks. It's a little one, just a tiny little tank. But it was a lot of fun to paint up. So go check out the Warp, obviously. Look at him. They're coming along. More than halfway painted. So, yeah, then I went to my Imperial Knight battle. And, the Imperial Knight battle was awesome. There were like 35 Imperial Knights on the table. Now, we made a huge mistake. Now, I didn't really read the rules, and I should have read the rules. Because if I read the rules, I would have realized that we made a really dumb mistake. So the opponents deployed first. Now, basically, the scenario was there was a giant citadel in the center, and we had to take it down. If we take it down, that was one of the big advantages. You get a point for killing an opponent's Imperial Knight, actively or passively. Like, let's say your opponent kills you in close combat, you blow up and you kill him, that counts. You get a point. And there were a bunch of shield generators, and we had to take down the shield generators. Otherwise, any shots at the Citadel would have, they have voice shields. So there's no point shooting at it, right? We had to get in close combat with it. And our strategy was we spread out to take down all the void shield generators, and really all we should have done was focus on the center of the table. Then, of course, our opponents would have just, probably counter-deployed or, counter-strategied the same thing and blocked us. But we didn't realize that at the end of the game, if the Citadel was still alive, it was worth 35 points. Now, to put things in perspective, I won best overall, and I had 9 points. My team total was 15 points. And we were the attackers. We were the traitors. So that Citadel being alive at the end was worth 35 points. So we lost. We lost terribly. Because that one thing alone, we lost. Our entire team total was less than that one objective. So we really should have gone for it, but that was a lot of fun. And basically, I won, but it was a great time because I won through the silliest means possible. I took out my opponent's team's like one of their warlords because the warlord attacked me. And like turn one, basically, so here's what happened. Turn one, I moved up. Then two different guys assaulted my two dudes. I brought two knights. And blew them both up, but both my knights killed both their guys at the same time. So kamikaze, basically. I got 2 points. Or 3 points, because I killed one of their warlords. Then I always got the last point, like the last hull points off the void shields, so I got a bunch of points there, and then I just kept happening that people kept assaulting me, and what happened was for the first 4 turns, if you got destroyed, you had to come back the next turn. So every turn, somebody would assault me, a different player would assault me, kill me, I'd blow up, and I'd kill them, just by random luck. So in the end, I was just killing everything completely passively. But it was so much fun. So it was a great time. I would highly recommend it if you have the chance to do these kind of things. It was a lot of fun, having so many Imperial Knights on the table. It was very effective turns, because with Imperial Knights, there's not much to do. So it was a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. And I got a medal. And I won Best Painted. That was cool. I won Best Painted, which was the judges' vote, but it was good. I was really happy my Lancer won Best Painted. They really liked my clean color scheme. Most of the other knights were painted in a really, not terrible, but it was dirty. Like, they liked that dirty style. You know, hazard lines that are ripped and a lot of weathering. I like to keep a lot of my painting clean for my knights, so they really appreciated the clean style of my knights. And it's because of that I won. So I have 3 more guys, and it's 15 minutes in. This is good. I think I'm gonna get some stuff done today. These guys. So probably next. Oh, I'm out of brass. I probably have a little bit left. Enough to paint some things. I gotta go buy some more brass sometime. So that was really good. And then most of the time I just hung out with people. Like, I helped a lot I helped as much as I could at the Badger booth, and not as much as I used to, or as I usually do. I was just too busy, but I helped out when I could. Ken's a good guy, and I really like helping him out. So that was good. I ate a lot of pizza, a lot of Chicago-style pizza, which was good. But oh my goodness, I was like, oh, because I'm trying to eat healthier lately. I really have. Since what happened with Brooke, I've been actually trying to get in better shape. I'm trying to get in better shape for a while, but I've been just doing a little bit more ever since, So that was a little like, oh, like you can only eat junk food for so much, and then you're like, oh, you feel like, oh, this. But yeah, the food was good. What else? Yeah, just catching up with all the other YouTubers was cool. I don't get to see them very often. Like, I've only met Miranda from Wargamer Girl once, which was at Adepticon 2 years ago. It was nice hanging out with Dan for a bit. Catching up with Owen and Chris. I hung out with Bill for a little bit. Day 1. You'll hear his voice a lot in one of the battle reports because he was just talking at the table. Bill from Trainaholic. My brush is splitting. That's not good. It's always cool catching up with the YouTubers, talking about YouTube stuff, strategies, how are their videos doing. Oh, Adam as well from Tabletop Minions. Adam was actually teaching a course called How to Make YouTube Videos or something like that. I was going to sit in just to watch and see. But I thought that was a little interesting of a title. And while I was doing my chibi painting course, somebody walked in and was in the wrong room, and they were like, is this the YouTube seminar? People were like, nope. And people were like, there's a YouTube seminar? I said, yeah, apparently. So. But that was pretty funny. I did 2 chibi painting courses, both with very, very talented chibi painters. One named Mark Maxey, and the other one, Elizabeth Beckley. And they came first and second basically in the category of chibi for the gold for the crystal brush. It was kind of funny. Elizabeth won. Her vampire was really cool. She's like a vampire beside a candlelight chibi. It was really nice. So glad they won. Yeah. It was good. I learned a couple different styles, and I'll bring them into my... I'm going to practice them for a while, and then bring them into my Miniature Painting 101 probably. I'm kind of running out of ideas for Miniature Painting 101, to be honest. I need some more models, I think, to do it. So I'm hoping to get some more ideas in the near future, because I've done like 140. It's like 100... I'm in the 130s right now. So there's not that many more things I really have ideas for. So hopefully I get some more ideas from viewers. By the way, people, so if you have any ideas for Miniature Painting 101s, obviously they won't be out for free for another 6 months, but still. Like I can show you what my granite. Here's a granite one. Honey marble. Did those for a while. A few weeks in a row was faux textures. And then I came up with a new... I didn't come up with a new product. I found a new product called Wash Medium. It's really nice. I like it. It's almost like a glazed medium, but I used it to create washes. And here's just a test I did. And I created a blue wash with Cantor blue, and it really came out much lighter than I've been using it a few times. So, but then I just dry brushed over it, and it has a really nice blue tint to it. Really nice cold. Just for a reference point, this was the original color of the metallics versus that. So that's nice. I really like that. I picked up some new paints at the Reaper booth. The only thing I really wanted to buy from GW was a t-shirt, and I did. I bought an extra large. I wanted a large, but that's okay. I bought an extra large Imperial Fist t-shirt. Yeah. That's good. So I can't wait to wear that in Battle Report. I really like that Imperial Fist t-shirt. Looks nice. I like the Forge World t-shirts. I originally ordered a Mega Grot Tank from Forge World, but I canceled my order when stuff happened in my life. So yeah, that's okay. These guys are coming along. I really wish I had them done. I should have had them done months and months ago, but I've just been busy working and taking breaks. Yeah, the chibi painting courses were good. The focus on chibis is pretty much face and hair, specifically eyes and face and hair, because that's where the exaggerated features are. So it was really cool just to do a workshop where basically focus. Both of them really emphasized those 3 areas. And I'll be practicing and hopefully getting my chibi painting skills up to snuff. I really want to buy like Super Dungeon Explorer or Ninja Division, because it's a game with chibis that I could just paint and have fun with. Obviously, I still have a bunch of GW guys after this. I think after this I might do some orcs, because the Goskel Thraka Codex supplement came out recently, and I need some guys to ever run that thing efficiently. Mm-hmm. So that's good. I'm really looking forward to summer. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but the weather's been beautiful the last couple of days. I'll hopefully get my motorcycle out. I still have to... The problem is my motorcycle, I may not be able to get out for a while, is the battery died in the winter, and the bolt is really stripped. Like, I mean, the head of the... It's a stripped head of a bolt. I can't undo the back seat, so... I really contact my friend Stu. I bet Stu. If you're watching Stu, contact me, or I'll contact you, because Stu I think would have a tool for it. Stu is very handy. So otherwise, I'll have to somehow push start it, and then charge it that way for the summer, and then figure out what I want to do in the winter. If I can get that one bolt off, I'm going to replace it for sure. What else? The weather in Chicago is actually crazy. We got a lot of snow all of a sudden. A couple different snowstorms. Yeah. So we didn't. It was really windy, obviously. It's a windy city, but holy moly, it was windy. Wow, that's definitely the windy city. It was awesome, really. One of my favorite things was meeting all of the viewers. I really like all the viewers who came up to me and talked to me for a bit. It was really, that's my favorite part, by far favorite part of conventions, is just meeting the viewers and talking to them, getting some feedback, meeting people, putting names to faces. It feels awesome, because I don't get to meet the viewers very often, right? And it's really nice to be able to finally do that every now and then. I'm going to get back into my live shows, I think, if I ever have time. Maybe next week. We'll see. Because that's a great way of interacting with them as well. But nothing beats meeting people in person. It really does. I played a few battle reports. They were really fun. One against Owen. One against a really nice gentleman with Eldar. One's against Mikey with his Ultramarines. Eldar was a crazy one. The problem is, all right, now, to be fair, there's going to be a lot of repetition in my list because I only really brought one list to Adepticon. So, like, 5 battle reports straight are going to be the same list, and people might get upset, but that's okay. But I've been testing this one. It's not even an ultra competitive Necrons, but it's Necron Decurion, and oh my goodness, they're survivable. But I faced a really, really tough Eldar list. It had Hornets, it had a Lynx, and it had a Wraith Knight. And it was just like, these things were just destroying everything on the table. It was a lot of fun. Great time. So, that was fun. That battle report will be really cool. I think there's an Imperial Knight battle report coming out soon that I'll put out with against Stu. I think that's next week's. This week's will probably be, I think, one against demons, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so the black areas are done. So now I will do, well, that's drying. I really only have brass, some white. Oh, I missed that one symbol. Brass, white, the blue goggles. And then they'll be pretty close. Cool. So that's done. What time is it? 27 minutes in. All right. I'll do the blue goggles. I'll see what time it is after that, because I think I'm out of brass scorpion. I think I need to go buy some before I proceed. Let me grab my paint. So for goggles, I like to use Ghost Tint plasma fluid. I'll use that for all the goggle parts. So what I like to do is just take my plasma fluid and just do a drop. Into the goggles. One done. And what it does is it dries clear and shiny, so it really does have that mimicking goggle look to it. Perfect. What else were highlights? Yeah, it was great just hanging out with people. That was my favorite part by far. Just meeting all the viewers. It was an amazing time. Playing some battle reports was awesome. We hung out and played board games for a while with people. Just a great time overall. I really enjoyed it. It was nice taking a break from reality for a little bit, you know, and just enjoying some time with some friends. Yeah, that's really, it was awesome. Just taking a little bit of time out and enjoying things. You know, that's the one thing I haven't been able to do a lot lately, is just slow down, which I'm trying to do, but it's just busy. I'm a busy person right now. And slow things down. So that's what my goal is afterwards, coming back. I'm trying to figure out the way of just slowly lighting up my schedule a little bit, so that that didn't take any time at all. I missed his. That's not a wire. Oops. All right, let's see how much brass I have. Gotta keep going with the brass. If I don't have a lot, I'll just paint for a few more minutes. I'm gonna slowly figure out how to balance my life again, so that I can enjoy life and not just work. You know, the reason why I've been busting my butt a lot is because I'm just trying to get some money put aside and some bills paid in the short term. That way I can lighten up my long-term life, right? If I can get some credit cards paid off now and some money saved up, I can I don't have to worry as much in the future, right? That's what I've been doing, just so that I can, live, and it'll be okay. What else? There's a new Codex supplement coming out tomorrow, so I'll probably do a Codex review on that if I have the time. So right now I'm just using Brass Scorpion. But it's for Space Marines, so it'll probably be pretty cool. It's called, Angels of Death. So that'll be cool. I haven't done a Codex review in a while. I think since maybe, that wasn't Tau. What was the last one I did? I don't even remember. Cool. So, yeah, these Skitarii are really cool. I can't wait to. Eventually, I'll build up a Skitarii army. I'm gonna slow down this year. Again, my year's focus is still gonna be. Originally was to have all my models painted, and I would have had them all done by July if I stayed on target. But I took a long time off, and now it's April. So maybe I'll have them all, and I've been slowing down a lot. The rate I was going in January, just didn't happen in February or March. Understandably, right? So, that's okay. But I will get back into painting eventually. And obviously I'm painting right now, so that's good. I am painting this moment, so... But I still have a bunch of models left to paint. And that's good. I will keep myself busy. And I'm going to get back into these painting with Jays. I really am. Just set aside an hour, and even if that's the only time I paint for myself rather than doing tutorials or miniature painting 101, that's okay. And I'll get stuff done through this. You know, this 1 hour, they add up, and maybe like it'll be a squad a month. I don't have any shortage of models to paint right now, so I'm okay. And after the Skitarii are done, I think, as I said, I might do orcs for a while. Maybe space. It's either orcs or space marines again. I'm going to do cult mechanicus as well at the same time, so I'll be doing these for a while. And yeah, it'll be a good time. There's a group of us getting together in October. It's going to be a lot of fun, called Orktober. We're playing it. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for that. Some really good guys like Cody Rue and Hugh and Mike. I'm pretty sure Drewski. All the guys that you might recognize from battle reports at Mini Wargaming. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But it's months and months and months away. But I'm hoping to have all my orcs, my orc army, completely finished and painted up before then. So that way I can, that'd be fun to have it all done. It would really. Another one done. Excuse me. But as you can see, like the amount of work you get done in an hour just really, really adds up. And then you do another hour, and then another hour, and then before you know it, things look good. They look really good. And then you can say to yourself, wow, look at this army I've painted up, you know. And for these guys, I'm just doing the standard Mars color scheme. And then for my Cult Mechanicus, I'm going to do Metallica. What else? Anything I would have done differently at Adepticon? Probably not. I had a really good time. Honestly, it was what I needed, and I felt super awesome at it. It always is that, as I described last year's vlog, it's always that, falling from grace feeling when you get back home and you have to get back to your normal life again, and it's just like, oh my goodness. But every time I go, I come back more dedicated and feeling good, and I feel more encouraged, or what's the wording I'm trying to figure out? I have a stronger will to get this stuff going again, Of course, it wasn't really off, it just, I had to take a break. Understandably, right? Good, another one done. These guys are a cool looking army. And they have a very interesting dynamic, so. But yeah, so we'll go check out my vlogs for Adepticon. It was tons of fun. I didn't film as much as I normally do, but I was just, because I was busy hanging out with people and stuff. But great time overall. I loved it. And now I'm looking forward to Gen Con. Gen Con's going to be a little different this year than normal. I'm just going to be pretty much working at the Badger booth and helping out and then doing stuff afterwards. That's okay. Ken's a good friend of mine, and I don't mind helping him out. That'll be good. It'll be a good time, because a lot of the stuff at Gen Con obviously happens afterwards. And I'll still get some shopping done and vlog it. Last year I helped mostly at the Badger booth anyway, so it's not really that different, but just going to help out. Probably get strip searched on the way in again, because this time I'll be going alone again. Gen Con's in a few more months. I gotta book off some time for it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Another one done. Not a lot of brass in these guys. After the step, I'll probably call it because we're at 40 minutes. But as you can see, much more positive. My look, I really appreciate all the support. And the thing is, I can clarify is that last painting with Jay was really tough, both to film, to talk, because I had to talk about it. I really wanted to get it off my chest, and it felt really good getting it off my chest. You guys are in a lot of ways, you're my therapists, because I talk, and it's all good. But that one was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to film, ever, and it will probably be the hardest thing I ever have to film, ever. So I won't be as negative. Like I'm not depressed. I'm not. I'm fighting to keep going, and I'm not going to give up. I honestly can say that with 100% certainty. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep living, and I'm going to keep working and filming and painting and living and everything. I'm not done, right? I'm not done. That relationship was a huge part of my life, right? But it wasn't only my life. And now I'm having fun. I'm getting back into filming again. I'm painting again, as you can see here. These guys are going to be done this week probably, and then I'll probably build up another squad and paint again next week, a similar squad. And that's cool, right? It's very cool that I can get back into it. I'm doing other things, the weather's been getting nice lately, so I've been going for walks with Spock. I call him Spock walks. He really loves it. He's kind of afraid of everything, but it's cool. Spock walks. And plus, it's nice because he's my best buddy. It's been great having Spock. I'm glad that I was able to get Spock in the separation, because if I didn't have him, I'd be a lot lonelier than I am. He's my little buddy. So yeah. So I'm gonna keep going. I am in a lot of ways excited for what the future has in store, and I'm gonna work hard. You know me. I work really hard. I'm a one-man show, and I've put out almost over 1,000. I guess over 1,000 videos total between the warp and free. I'm in the 700s for free, and I'm in the almost 400s for the warp. And that's by the way, that does not include duplicate videos, right? Those numbers. But yeah. Spock is my little buddy, and I'm going to keep working hard. This week there's some videos. They're a little later than normal, but there's going to be a battle report hopefully this week. I should have the battle report up probably tomorrow, maybe later today. There's a painting with Jay, miniature painting 101, a face-off episode. Face-off tournament's going along swimmingly. It's a little different themed, I found, by removing some of the big hitters from the last tournament. It's still fun. I think it's been a cool tournament. I'm surprised. I don't know who wins yet because I haven't filmed the finals. I filmed to the semis. So I do know who is in the final four. Oh, no, sorry, the semis. I filmed the quarters. So I know the final four guys. But it was really cool just to see these matchups. Good. Last one. And then I'm probably going to call it after this because, yeah, we're at 45 minutes. It's been good, some good filming. There we go. But yeah, I promise that, and I know you're okay with that. I just I had to film that video, and I wanted to get my. I don't ever lie to you all. I'm a very honest person. I try to live my life with honesty, and I wanted to share what was going on. And it was really tough. And plus, it's on the internet, right? And once it's on the internet, it's there forever. And I know a lot of people, like, it was only a couple of thousand people viewed it. So it was actually one of my most watched Painting with Jays, probably because it's been a while. And people were like, oh, Painting with Jays back up. And then the title obviously was like, what? We need to talk. But it was an overwhelming response. I can't thank you enough, as I said. So yeah, Adepticon was a great time. Just meeting everyone. It was really cool hanging out. And it's cool just being, the recognizing, like, as I said, just meeting fans, putting faces to names. I got a great time. I hung out with Black Tom. Thank you very much, Black Tom. We went out for lunch to a place called, what was it called? Illuminati's. I'm like, really does sound like the Illuminati. But it was a great time. Hung out with him, caught up with him, learned, like, it was cool just to go, like, just to chill with a viewer one-on-one. It was an awesome time. So thank you very much, Black Tom. I really appreciate it. Same with, like, Aaron and Mike and all them, and just great times. Like, I had a great time, and I'm definitely going back next year. I got to book the hotel room, of course, as early as possible again, and it'll all be good. So look at that, we're all done. I'm gonna stop here, I think, because the brass needs to dry, and then after that I'm gonna just give it a quick earth shade, highlight the brass up, and then I don't know what else after that. Oh yeah, do the white of the symbols. They're not bad. They're my battle report quality, right? They're not they're not bad by any means, right? This is, well, they're not done, but I think they look pretty cool. They'll be good on a tabletop. Just a quick tabletop level. All good. So thank you very much. Well, let's end here. So that concludes another Painting with Jay. I really hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Got some work done. I got some work done. They're pretty much done. I should hopefully have them done before next week. And then maybe I'll have a new squad built up and ready to be painted, which would be good. Work is coming along. I'm looking around. I did pick up a lot of models, most of them for free at Adepticon, so I'll have a lot more models to paint up. But I'm going to keep working hard, and eventually this workshop will be empty, and that's going to be a lot of fun when that happens. So thank you as always for watching. Thank you for supporting me and everything. Until next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting with me.